Okay, this one has some points. Got a Clefable. But there's no Lapras or Milotic, so they're doing it wrong. Okay. Cinderace versus Cinderace is never a good idea, so it probably should be Spectria, but that could lead into Moltres. Definitely could be Trick Room, or should be Trick Room on the Nihilego for the Glastria. If they need Nihilego, Clefable, that's going to be annoying. But it is Clefable Cinderace. So they did opt in for the Speed tie turn 1. Luckily for me, there is no speed tie. Just hoping they don't have Darkness, but surely you don't Darkness in front of the Togekiss. It's got to be an Airstream. And Max Strike keeps the Airstream in check, so it's fine. Yeah, just follow me, fair enough. So the Clefable should survive this turn, but at least they don't get a speed boost. Like, that's the important thing. Just keep them slower than Spectria. The Dazzling Gleam may KO? Probably not. We'll see. Air Slash probably would have done. Oh, Air Slash would have done. But there is the Airstream. That's okay. Definitely follow me next turn. So next turn I can help in hand Phantasm. Shame I didn't go for Air Slash last turn, but oh well. I went for Steel Spike this turn, okay, fair enough. But that doesn't help you, because I'm Focus Sash. They're also at -1 speed now as well, so that's really useful. There is Moltres, so I can go for... I can Dazzling Gleam, but it depends on how fast the Moltres is. Do I want to risk striking? I think I do. What did I have in the back? Cinderace is at -1 speed at the moment. Yeah, if I strike, then it's definitely slower than Urshifu, so I'm going to Dazzling Gleam and strike the Moltres. And I can ignore the Cinderace now, and then just Surging Strikes whenever I want. Apparently I can't, but, you know, this is still fine. This is just going to be Grimmsnarl instead, and just Shadow Ball and Spirit Break the Moltres. Because I could be faster now. We'll have to see. I will still Spike again. That's good. That's good. And I keep Spectria as well, so that is definitely very good. Just as long as they don't have Sucker Punch. Which they definitely still could. But wouldn't be the worst thing if they do. I think this policy makes sense. Still going to activate it, but that should be fine at this point, because it's taken a reasonable amount of chip. So just hope for no Sucker Punch here. Shadow Ball is stronger than Mudshot at this point. Okay, makes sense. Nihilego. Mudshot would have been very nice. So now I just need Grimmsnarl to be strong. And faster than the Moltres. But it's like if it's not faster than the Moltres, then it gets an attack. If it is, then it probably survives the Spirit Break. Because it should be bulky enough to survive this. Like, easily. So they're going to be at +1. It's not the worst thing, though. Because I'm faster than the Moltres, I get to Spirit Break. I don't have to Sucker Punch, which is nice. Because I can go for Aqua Jets. Yeah, I can lock into Aqua Jet here and be fine. Because I've got the chip onto the Nihilego as well. Because that will be in Aqua Jet range now. And then the Cinderace is in Aqua Jet range as well, so I should be fine. So long as that wasn't a speed tie between the Grimmsnarl and the Moltres, I should be fine. And if it was, I think I'm still okay so long as Sucker Punch KOs the Cinderace, and it doesn't also have Sucker Punch itself. Or is it better? No, it's much better to Sucker Punch the Nihilego and... Is it? Which is better? Spirit Break risks a speed tie. But I think that's better because they could... Even Trick Room wouldn't matter here. I could. Trick Room and getting Moltres in could be bad, but I think this is still fine. Like, my Grimmsnarl's at a weird speed, so it's unlikely. And even if it is a speed tie, I have a 50% chance of winning the game. So, there we go. This was fine. Don't know if it was optimal, but it was fine. And then I go for Spirit Break here with Grimmsnarl just to cover them having Sucker Punch. But even if they do, Sucker Punch can't beat me, so I'm fine. Okay, back up to positive. Let's go. Now the true streak begins. All warmed up and ready to go for 4-10. Or 4-11 on the first day, I should say. Even though this isn't the first day. You should always skip the first day and play, theoretically, all on Sunday, but I tried that once and burned out after like 25 games, so I'm never doing that again. But it is more optimal, technically, to do it on Saturday and Sunday rather than all 3 days. Because people will have points at that point, so you get a tiny bit more points if you battle people. Assuming you get paired against higher rated opponents. That's reasonable. That's Chansey. Wonderful. Exactly not what I want to face. Right. Wonderful. Indeed, with Terrakion Dragapults, I think it's better to just Shadow Ball. Because Phantasm will KO, but so should Shadow Ball. If they Dynamax, they should live, right? But I still get to follow me away a beat up or anything. And unless they have Strike on their Terrakion, then that should be fine. As long as they don't Dynamax the Dragapults, which they definitely could. But probably, surely shouldn't in front of Togekiss. Then you just lose to Phantasm. I guess if they Phantom Force, but then they're open to just being Shadow Ball next turn, then that's okay. The Gorgeous. Which one's the Gorgeous? It's the Dragapult, right? Should know at this point which one gets sent out first, but there we go. If it's Focus Sash on the Dragapult, I got IC'd. But it's usually Focus Sash on the Terrakion. They Airstream and Rock Slide. That would be bad, because they'll flinch me. Because it's the IC, they will flinch me. But then that play just loses to follow me and Phantasm into their Dragapult, so surely not. And they did Dynamax. It's a Dragapult. It is Dragapult. So they were fine just losing to follow me Phantasm, but here we are. As long as I don't flinch to a Rock Slide, that's all. Because then I'll just suck a bunch of KO them. That's all I need. They're slower than me anyway, so that'd be nice to know. But Airstream, Coaching, what? This is a slow Dragapult. Is this going to be Airstream? It's Phantasm, that's perfectly fine. Because I'm faster than them now, so... Well, not now, but, you know. So now I can Dynamax Spectria, strike the... No, Strike doesn't reduce the speed of the Dragapult, so that doesn't work. I want to save Dynamax, like, against Chansey, don't Dynamax until you're hitting Chansey with the Dynamax moves. So... I'm going to switch to Urshifu so that I don't lose Togekiss to a Rock Slide unnecessarily, and then I will Shadow Ball the Dragapult again. Interesting strategy. They're not beating themselves up, it seems, but that's fine. Oh, this is a really slow Dragapult. Underspeeding Terrakion is impressive. Because they could have been Scarfed Terrakion, but... Okay, that's fine. Yep, just Rock Slide. That did a lot to Spectria. That's got to be a crit, right? Not even. Oh, no, I'm -1 defense. That's why. Okay, fair enough. But Surging Strikes... Shadow Ball. We'll see if they even outspeed Urshifu with the Terrakion. I would assume so. But close combat shouldn't KO me. I haven't got the defense drops on the Urshifu, so that should be fine. And then I should be able to sweep with Cinderace in the back. That's a switch into Chansey, that makes sense. It's Togekiss, so that's fine. That's eating a Shadow Ball. I'm perfectly content with that. Not quite a two-shot, but that's fine. Just don't flinch, please. Thank you kindly. Thank you, Urshifu. The Cinderace outspeeds the Dragapult, which is wonderful. So that means I can Airstream into it, which is good. Oh, they did bring their own Cinderace. But I get to Airstream, they don't. So even if they win the speed tie, it should still be okay. Does Cinderace underspeed the Tracheon as well, so it can be coachinged? Maybe. To see if this Airstream KOs. If this doesn't KO, I'm switching straight back to Bounce after this, I see. The theory was that Acrobatics was nice out of Max, because I was expecting to Dynamax Spectria more than Cinderace, but the loss in power could come in here. Okay, that's perfectly fine, because Airstream puts Urshifu faster and... Okay, he won the speed tie, but... Does KO the Urshifu? It probably does. Doesn't KO Cinderace, that's good. That probably KO'd the Urshifu, and then that would have been a bit more tricky. But that's fine, because Cinderace is definitely KO'd him. Okay, Bounce probably wouldn't have got it anyway. But... yeah, Bounce would have been super close, because it's only 20 power more. Like, it's noticeable, but... wouldn't have come into play there. Pretty sure they can't win from this position. Can't see anything that can go wrong here. This is the Scarf Dragapult, but it's not. That is quite possibly the worst record I've ever had after 8 games. I don't know. I've had some awful ICs, to be fair, back in previous formats. Okay, 1500s, that's fine. Is this the Visuali YouTuber? So I'm pretty sure he used a Vikavolt in whatever the Streamers Cup thing was that they were in. I recognise that team. I think this is Visuali. They're, like, one of the YouTubers. So... better make this one count. What's the last? Last one's tricky. Rillaboom's nice for the pre-marina, but outside of that, I think Togekiss is okay. No, I'm gonna go Rillaboom. This is the Visuali, then maybe this is being streamed. I'll check back after this to see if it was. Oh, it's water. Okay. Water is very good for me. Focus Sash, that's fine. And Choice Band. Okay. This should be a good start. This looks like a good position for me. As long as there's no Protect from Amoonguss. That would be incredibly risky if you do that. Good, good. I know they're not mental herbs, so this is a good start. That's why Frisk is so good in the IC. Because Prankster's pointless on it, Assault Vest, so good start, good start. Well, they're attacking with Amoonguss. I guess they're probably Sludge Bombing Grimmsnarl, but that's fine. Is it better to not Dynamax the Spectria so I could keep Taunt in case Dusclops comes in here? No, it doesn't matter because they're taunted on Amoonguss, so they can't do anything. I can just Phantasm whatever is next to the Amoonguss at this point. Yeah, just Sludge Bomb. We'll do nothing with the Assault Vest though. That's a crit. That's not even a crit. I guess it's max special attack if it's Focus Sash, but that's still fine because the next Phantasm should mean that Amoonguss gets KO'd. So whatever they go into here, even if it's Persian. Persian, I just max strike. Spike Volt, that's fine. Yeah, I got Cinderace, so I should be okay. Is it better to... Does Assurance KO the Amoonguss at this point? Don't even know if it does. But is it better to Assurance the Vikavolt? Like, I've got Cinderace in the bag. I'm going to Assurance the Vikavolt. This could be a throw. But like, if they protect the Vikavolt, then they get the thing back with Amoonguss. But that should still be fine, right? That should still be in a perfectly fine position. There is Dusclops, so this is fine. That just gets gets Phantasmed at this point. And they didn't even... Yeah, they've got Dusclops and Amoonguss left at this point, so... Pretty sure I'm okay. That was a good start. Like, the turn 1 just gave me all the momentum. And this is going to do a lot. Like, even though it's not doubled, it's -1 defense. So that is good damage. Now I just Phantasm the Amoonguss and Assurance the Dusclops. Or do I? No. It's better to... If they Dynamax the Dusclops... I'm trying to think of a way it goes wrong. Protecting Amoonguss would be a way it goes wrong. Max guarding so that Dusclops survives the Assurance would be a way it goes wrong. So there's a couple of ways. It involves a max guard from one of them. And I would assume that Amoonguss is the more likely max guard. I'm going to double the Dusclops. Because Ally Switch could be a thing as well. But only max guard from Dusclops should be bad now, but there wasn't even. So this is surely over at this point. Because if they did max guard the Dusclops and then they spored, then maybe there was a chance back, but like, I'm clutching at straws here. I don't think Amoonguss Dusclops can pull it back, but maybe max special attack Amoonguss could have done. It could have stacked the special attack boosts. Alright, here we go. The Ooze come back. Grimmsnarl lives one more turn. No, it doesn't. Apparently that was just enough. That looked like it was enough, but I guess I should have been paying attention to the numbers. So, yeah, Cinderace. Acrobatics is technically better, right? Because it's 100% accurate, right? But then the Dynamax Amoonguss is what loses the game, so I'm going to just Pyro Ball. Like, I'm pretty sure they can't beat the Spectria either. Acrobatics is better, but, you know, let's just win this game quicker. Really thinking hard about this Dynamax. Not even, though. I guess going for the Pyro Ball miss into Spore, but didn't miss, so sorted. See, I told you this was the start of the true streak now. Like, on the actual climb. Took a few matches, but now we're climbing.